Hi. Now we are going to see Mastercam wire module and what are all the common parameters available in the wirecut model. Those things we are going to see now. Uh, we used to call this as a wire radium. So this is the wirecut module toolpath. We are going to see one by one. I just selected the machine definition and where these file locations are there, those things we are going to see now. So by clicking you will see that path of machine definition and the control definition paths and its and the power library tab and the operation library tab and this is there in the C and user में ये सभी रहता है. So where is this file exact location? Just I wanted to show you. You need to go to C, user. In the user there is a public and there is a public documents. Here 2021 in the CNC machines. If you can see here WMD, that is the wire. So this WMD available in the inches and also in mm. So this default machine definition and the control definitions file location is this. So if you see what is a WMD means, this is the wire machine definition app. So there is a control file also available here. You can see it is named as a dot control. In this all default files only available. So this is the control default file. So these are the control files, dot control files are available. So for generating NC file, you need three files. One is a machine definition file, and another is a control definition file, and the third one is the post processor file. So where is this .pst file is there? It's a post processor file. So this is the machine definition for mm, and this is a machine definition for inches. Here the control default control definition only one is available. So when you take the machine definition, that default control definition automatically it will load. You can customize or you can customize the post processor for your machine. So that time all the things will be made separately, control definition and machine definition and post processor file. So this is the file path for the control definition and machine definition. Now we'll see the post processor location. So at present we have only one post processor. Suppose if you load other post processor, then it will be visible. This is the power library. This and inches power library, ONA power library, Mitsubishi power library, AGK one power library, Makino one power library, AG wire power library. So you can see the three libraries are there. This there is accurate power library. So these power libraries are customizable. Uh, your power libraries is customizable based on your machine and your machine control, and those things will be customized and shown, given to you while you purchasing the Mastercam. So now we have seen where the control definition is there, where is the machine definition is there, where the power library is there, and where the post processor is there. Those things we will see. Now we'll go inside the software. So once you select the machine, so now I just selected one machine, default machine. Now you can just see here that where is this file paths are there also. You can replace this files also. There are many machines are there. If it is loaded, it is visible to you here by replacing. So now we'll open one file and see that what all the common parameters are available. So far we just seen the file paths only. So, so now if you see what are all the wire paths available, the first one is a contour. It is for cutting a 2D and also constant taper. So if you see practically, this contour toolpath is the one you can use it for all the applications. Other than this, there is a fourth axis toolpath. So this is used for suppose that top one profile and bottom one profile. You can use the 4-axis toolpath. The next one is the no core toolpath. This no core toolpath is a special toolpath. It is used only a situation where the component shape is so intricate. This after suppose if you cut by wire cut also, the component slag will not fall down. So even you cannot do the machining in other machining methods. So in that situation, the wire path will burn the entire material, and it will make the profile. Next is the point tool path. So other this point tool path is just to generate G01 and G00. Next is the can tool path, and this the scan toolpath is used for cutting a standard shapes. So other than this, there is other options for defining stop and mirroring and other thing you can do. And if you know the contour toolpath, you can do everything. So now we'll see the common parameter by opening a single file. I just open one file. So here all the toolpath already done and kept in this. Now we'll see all the parameters first. So this is the we are going to see the wire parameters. So now just we'll see here. Uh, you can give associate library number of passes if you want. You can change the pass number. You can change 1, 2, 3. So according to pass number, what are all the condition code need to come? Those will come automatically, or you can give it by typing also. Pass number 1 and condition number 1, offset number, and the condition code. So what is the pass number you are keeping? Based on that your condition code will be changed. It is already made and kept as a library. From there it will come automatically. And, and you can provide the feed rate also here. So here you can provide your wire diameter. Suppose 0.25 is the wire diameter, and you can see it shows the wire radius also. So next is overburn and stock to leave. Overburn, what do you mean by overburn? Means it's negative stock cutting. Means your profile more than your profile, you are cutting little material more than your profile. Next is the positive stock, and it means you are leaving some stock and cutting the material. So this is the stock to leave. So this is the overburn and the stock to leave. So if you want to put some comments, and you can do it in the type it there. Almost all FANU control work will be completed here only. For simple controls, whatever the condition code and other things are there, those things you can use it here. Some machines you need different condition code and power libraries. Those power libraries you can customize and use it here. So this is the power libraries. Whatever the default is coming, it is coming from this power libraries only. So you can change the pass number 2 and see that what is the changes are there. It is a one-time work, and you need to customize and keep it. Similarly, there are 24 passes you can customize and keep. You can customize for 24 passes. So one time if you make and keep it, by selecting pass number, you will get the all other options comes. You can change the library also. You can see here that all 24 passes how to set this data. So it basically depends on the machine. Other than this, you can change the library also, but here that file path is changed. You can change the file path also. So I'll search it because the file path is not going exact. So I'll go Uh, so I can change the power library now. Go to C drive, user. Uh, no, that's the reason you need to know the where is the file path. If something goes wrong, also you can automatically set right this thing. You know the file path. That's the reason at the beginning itself I explained. Now you see wire and here power library. And from here you can select available for library. Actually, this for library has to be updated to the current version, but I don't know whether it is updated or not. So okay, I will select one power library. Let me see. Okay, it is already made and given. So this is for the. They have made it for up to 9 pass. They have made. So later on, everything is 0 0. And let us see in some other library also is there means yes, there is a Mitsubishi and dot power library shows only this. Other than this, there are power libraries are there. We'll see. I think it is not updated to the current version. Okay. Let me see whether it is possible to update here. You can update the power library. Let me try. If it is updated, okay. So let me try this. I just open. Let me see if I can able to update. I'll select that a particular file. Must see user public documents, wire, and inside the wire post and power libraries. I select one power library. Let me see. I also don't know whether it will allow here to update or not. Let me try that. So let us see. No, it's not allowing. And also it is not allowing me to update. Okay, let us see if you replace and see what will happen, whether it accept or not. No, no, it is not allowing. Uh, you can update and use this for libraries. Maybe if we will change some other library and we will take it and move forward. I think whether this no, this is not allowing. No, I just exploring the other methods whether we can use it or not. I try for getting the other libraries how to use those things. So this is all about for libraries. So both the case whether you can make the Power Library and use it, or otherwise you can directly type it here and you can use this. So in MM they have made up to 9 passes. So those things what I am explaining, Power Library, post processor, machine definition, control definition, those things are not much important for the users, because those things will be taken care by the technical support engineer while supplying the master can. But my intention is to make you to understand where the files are there, how the locations are there. But as a user, you no need to worry much. So those things will be taken care by the technical support engineer while installing the software at your place. Now I selected pass one, and so in miscellaneous only the pass related information is there. So other than this, you can change the WCS. You can switch on off the main program and sub program. By changing one and zero, it will happen. Generally, this page is mostly used during the customization. Otherwise, not necessary. You can use the default. So this is Axis register. It is machine related, and based on the machine, this Axis register has to be made and kept. You no need to worry. This is comes with the technical support situation. This is the next page is the our record page. You can switch on rough cut here. If you want additional cut, you can add it. So here first cut it will take in one direction, and skim cut will take in the reverse direction. So that's the reason rough cut and the skim cut before the tab. So either you can direction in both the cutting in one direction, or one cutting in one direction, other cutting in other direction. The next is a tab. So when you are cutting in the wire cut, you cannot cut in one single shot. So you definitely need to hold. So tab means it will leave some material and the remaining it will cut. This tab is to give a support. So later on holding the other place and you can remove the tab. These are the tab selection methods. Whether manually you need to do or automatically you need to do. You can use either method. By switching on you will get all this option. Make a tab move with skin cut. So first it is rough cut, then one skim cut is without stop. After that there is one more skim cut. Actually this is the bottom on skim cut already on. So this is the place where you can see how the cutting is happening. And if you add two skim cut, it's added, you see. So in the bottom you can final skim cut. You can say that this is a together cut. Rough cut one time on then later is the skim cut. This skim cut is to this final cut. It removes all the things together. So that's the reason it's called the together cut. So first is rough cut, then skim cut. Suppose if you don't want skim cut now means you can remove it. Rough cut, then you are doing tab cut, and finally you are doing the seam cut. You can switch on and off the tab. It's up to you. So if you remove the tab only, it is happening rough cut. You can see here the operation sequence in this window. Now added additional skim cut. The sequence will be visible here. So you can make the operation sequence as per your requirement. And finally you can add one more skim cut also. This sequence will be available here. And you can see here reset pass number. Pass number if you want to change the tab cut during time, you can change the pass number. So what is this two? We'll see that what is it. I just go to help, common parameter. If selected no thread will be written into the wire path NCF file. Suppress all wire threads. If selected no cut flags will be written in the NCF file. This is about threading and cutting flags. Threading and cutting flags you need to show in the NCA file or not. It shows that one only. For cutting and threading there is a M codes available. These M codes need to be output in NC file or not. That is the option. Suppress all wire threads. Suppress all wire cuts. So you need M code to be come in the NC file or not. This will be decided by this option. This is all about the cut parameter. This is the common for all the operation. Next we are seeing the compensation. Compensation in general it is in the control. It is similar to how we are doing in the milling. Reverse. You can change the compensation, whether left hand compensation or right hand compensation or auto compensation. You can decide those things. A locate function. This locate function help you to smoothen your wire finish, wire cut finish. And next is the edge condition, whether you need a sharp um, or none. You can set it. So if you keep sharp, it will create one small arc moment. But if you keep none, and it will make exactly the sharp corner. So this is all about the edge conditions. Okay, this is about the stop wherever you want to add additional stops. So for holding and gluing purpose, you need to add additional stop. So before making tab cuts, you need to stop somewhere. So those things will be generated by using this particular page. So we can, so all about where you need to add additional stop. So either you need M01 or M000, whether M0 you want or M01 you want, you can change it. So this is for the creating subprogram. Generally in Wirecut subprogram is not required. Generally in Wirecut very lessly this subprogram is used. So now here you can set the filter setting. Here all are about the tolerance. How accurate you want to cut the profile. It is similar to the whatever you done in the milling. If you make the tolerance too tight, and you will get accurate and profile. And if you keep a tolerance little loose, means you will get the very rough uh, uh, shape. So next is the locate function. You say here if you switch on the filtering, mostly this locate function is used in the spline. Mostly in the line and arc, the filtering will not much useful. Suppose the profile is made up of a spline. So software will read this spline and G01 and G01. So what we are doing in the filtering function. So look at 100. It means that look 100 entity on the forward, read the 100 entity at front, and see that whether you can convert this 100 entity into G02 or G03. So the arc will fit in the point 1 to that. So by converting these lines into the arc, you will get very good surface finish when compared to cut by G01. So this radius and the number of looked entities will be you can change it. So by doing this, you will get a very good surface finish. So next is the lead in lead out. So next is the lead in lead out. This is the how the wire is to be enter uh, in the material and exit from the material. Only line has to be line entry or line and arc entry or uh, two line and arc. These are the methods of entry. Next is the exit condition. Only arc and line and two line arc. This is based on the profile entry condition you want to change, you can change it. The next is the overlap. So what is overlap? Suppose if you are cutting profile and the same position you are entering and exiting, so there may be chances of wire mark over there. to avoid this wire mark. So while exiting that, while uh, if you enter in the exit in the same place of the entry, there may be chances of fire mark. So this overlap is moving away, means little forward from the entry point and exiting, so that makes that possible to avoid this wire mark. This is called the overlap. So the say all the things is you can apply to the tap cut also. Okay. So next is the tap cut uh, entry excitor. I just think I have not switched on the tap, and let me switch on. Uh, I think I selected. Let us see whether it is on. Okay, I'll make one tab. Let me see. After that, there may be chances it will open. No, it's not. Okay. So this is the tap cut setting. The same way how you do the wire path lead in lead out, a similar way you can do the lead in lead out for the tab also. Okay, this we will see detail later on. So next is the uh, next is for how to behave in the open contour. You can change the start position next. So while cutting, we'll see all the things a little more detail. So next is the actual cutting. Here you are going to give whether switch on the taper cutting as a forward taper or reverse taper, and we will provide the taper angle here. Reverse taper, and next one is land and taper, and reverse land and taper. So this land and taper will be used while doing a press tool die cutting. It is very much useful. Normal, you do only straight cutting in general condition. That time taper will be switch off. If you switch on taper, then you will get the taper options. This option you can see first straight pass, then taper pass. So apply taper pass after pass, or all taper pass. Cancel the taper pass after pass. Like this, three options are there. So apply taper pass after pass means first cut the straight, then cut the taper. The next one is the cut the taper pass, then cancel the taper pass, then cut the straight pass. That's the meaning of that. If you select first one means first taper pass it will cut, then it will cut the straight pass. You can switch on the pass number, for you can keep left hand and right hand. So now I am not worrying about the taper pass, so I switch off. One more thing I forgot. So zero, top zero. So where you want to make zero, whether top of the workpiece zero or bottom of the workpiece zero, zero you want to make it. But in general, we have habituated to make job top as a zero. So otherwise, if you want to bottom also, you can keep it zero. So, so this is a rapid height and UV trim plane. This is the top. UV you can see here. That is the UV is method. When you are cutting on taper only, this UV will be useful to you. So if you cutting a taper, the bottom wire guide move in the XY and the top wire guide will move in the UV. Uh, uh, so you will get the output in the XY and UV. See, so this UV is nothing but the parallel axis. So in general, if you see X, Y is that, and the parallel axis is U, V, and W. So when you are cutting a taper, at that time only X, Y, and U, V it will generate. But in direct taper also you will get in straight cutting X, Y is equal to U, V when you are cutting straight. So U and V will not be come. You can set it incremental or absolute, where generally you keep always absolute. So next is the corner strategy. So how the corner is to be look like when you cut a taper. Uh, so how the corner that wire has to be moved. These options are sharp, constant. In all you can select freestyle and similarly a exit. So this is all about your corner conditions. So this is all about the corner strategy. So next is taper threading. This taper threading is not available in all the machines, but some machine if taper threading is available, you can use this taper threading option. Otherwise, we can mostly people used to do manually threading. People used to do manual threading. If taper threading available, you can use it. So plane always stop because you are going to work in XY plane. So if you want additional stops, you can add it here. You can add stop before or after. So you can add optional stop M01 or even you can do with a particular condition if you want add and do also add with. So next is flushing on and off. So for whatever we have seen, so these all are the parameters. So just we have seen how all the general parameters used in the wire cut. We are going to see specifically later on. So this is the mostly we will take a default and go forward. But you need to know what is it. That's the reason I just explained the all generic parameters available in the wire cut. So I just try to give you all the things. Thank you.